In that half, he's been unbelievable on the duelist bar. Maybe the Neon on Sunset. This dude has just been running around as a rookie on this role in VCT Pacific and just absolutely making mincemeat of everyone.
Lotus being left open has to be something that Talon considered. Let's take a look at the age of compositions for now. Talon going in with a double duelist.
All of Nongshim, their forces now forward here into tree. Paranoia across, Kahlua just sat here, tucked away in backside, will be able to recover from that stun of the blind. Now going unscathed as they start swinging around the side here. Dami's able to find one to push out of the smoke. primmie going to be good for one there with the Sheriff in hand, but quickly does get dealt with by Francis as they look to try to get the defuse started. A re-swing's going to be coming through though from Dai, making his way forward onto the side, catching them completely off guard. Comes away with 2 kills. Paint Shell now to further delay. That's going to be Dami dead. And that is going to be the round going the way of Talon. This is just not enough time to make it happen. A Red Bull clutch here.
Onto the wire. But unfortunately, that's where, look, Vice might not be this hard senti that does always keep the flank in check, but the sheer buys a lot of time there and really slows down Nongshim, who go for that heavy flank. Whenever you go for these...
Quick clear. They know exactly where Francis is going to be as the Prowler chases forward as well. So they're not going to try to invest that showstopper quite just yet. Can save it in case things start to get a little bit dicier here in the post plan. All these deeper angles of approaches. Flash going to be turned away from the second shot. Ends up going wide. He's going to have to try to exit. Converter Path's going to be sent in as time does get taken down. A nice shot from Ivy and some damage onto Kahlua. Gives them a bit of a window back into this one, but the Thorns for now hold them at bay. Up and over the top, looking for that saturate, but Ivy and Dami going crazy as Ivy finds himself a third. Cruising to do it all, and he cannot. Ivy with a 4K.
Easily from such a deficit.
All starts back over to here. Just swing out from Dai. And Ivy is just more than ready for it. Saw Paranoia connection there from Persia, trying to make up for the oopsie from the previous round.
I mean,
this is team forward.
You see it running back into the side.
RB fight at the ready here on a timing, sends it there off the back of the Nightfall and bounding forward. He just can't get his vision back fast enough. As Dai so quickly deals with 2. Dami going to be able to find just the 1 as Kahlua.
Like, what can you even do? Surely not.
You have 2 Vandals, your economy is in the dumps. I mean, I guess Ivy could just have another Ivy moment. Haunt at the ready here from Kahlua, still has a seize behind this. Quick peek out, Cruz trying to find the timing. Tap on the spike with the defuse, and now Persia, the glass cannon himself, last one alive, and yep, it's just going to be a 1 tap through the smoke to put him down.
RB, punished early on in the half, is forced to play passively on this C site. It is still a 2-man setup, but unfortunately, Thai makes it fast enough across into RB, who's full blind, gets that clean entry, and that's where the breach utility doesn't hit the Raze, who isn't cleaned up on the entry. Really, really good macro. Now we're clearing out C-Mount, and we're just working the map back to front.
Okay, well, Ivy does manage to find primmie. Try to push back these players, so they're scaling forward very quickly. Fault line, however, will be able to zone them back, and this is going to flush them over towards the A site, where there's 12 seconds remaining, as you say, and Ivy looks to hold the line, finds the first, gets rid of Cruz, with the plant still being stuck to. Tries to run him down, and Ivy not going to be able to find an ace, but he will be able to find a round win, and I'm sure he's much more concerned about that. Contact, yeah, we'll just go ahead and immediately try to invest this pit, but they could just try to overwhelm him because they do have a showstopper.
Going to pivot to front B instead, meet up with the Fade.
Pushing towards this angle. Showstopper now does go out. See if they're going to be able to avoid it. Seems like with how deep Tai's been going, yeah, no one's likely to get caught by this.
Have secured waterfall control though, and now they're going to pivot straight into C. RB reading this very smartly though. He's positioned himself over on Mound, but look at Cruz's position.
If they're just fully circumnavigating this pit to get themselves into the C site, and Cruz further confirm off presence. 1 shot remaining here in the magazine. The Nightfall is going to be committed to this one. Connects on the 2, but I believe the Vice is going to be avoided as, oh boy! Oh, you landed right in front of him, and he's got covering fire. Persia going to be able to find one here on the back end, but primmie with that Vandal having swapped over.
This is the form that they came into the group stage with right from the first game against Boom. You could tell the Talon was hot here in stage 2. Despite a little bit of a slip up against DFM, they just continue to go strength to strength. This is just another dominant game from Talon. Steel Garden.
Oh, well,
there's the outlaw.
RB continues to have a very rough time. Nightfall now going across. Bleed gets the catch just onto Francis. It's primmie. The mask on, just sprinting forward, trying to get a scout here. We'll just make his exit inside the connector. Clue at the same time, scaling forward to upper. Taking that first fight, losing it, but the second layer from Thai is there to trade one back. And he's even going to trade it up. As Ivy, once again, needing to be a hero as he's the last one standing.
Go on, son.
push forward for this one. Oh, they're just jumping at it. Bullets. Okay, with a classic all things.
In that half, he's been unbelievable on the duelist bar. Maybe the Neon on Sunset. This dude has just been running around as a rookie on this role in VCT Pacific and just absolutely making mincemeat of everyone.
The one player disadvantage, but this paranoia could absolutely swing the tides here very quickly as there you go, Smoke going to be falling down, and okay, Nongshim do get the better of them as RB is able to collect two.
Deserved expectations of him putting this clutch together.
Well, I don't really know exactly where he's approaching from. Well, arc rose, but yep, there you go. A little wide swing, given the lead.
I think forces on defense are trash, I'm not going to lie. Like attack side forces, I can get around that. You can kind of be proactive, you can set yourself up a whole nice round where you're running around with stingers. That can work. Defense side force, I feel like you often can just get picked apart unless you're going to kind of stack somewhere.
With the Odin in hand, Cruz is going to be looking to really tear him apart, and that's Francis down to 23. Yes, Jit Boys at the same time.
You can't just keep getting first picked as RB.
Yeah, just another brutal start. Posted up the top of the tree. Forward pushing. Okay, Domby does manage to get the readjust, but primmie finds him there to the corner tie at the same time. Finishing the job on the Francis is, yeah, they're just getting...
Unfortunately.
Yeah, it's just the daily game show, the round bonus conversion, so all the potential prices we were seeing. Oh, that's a rough way to go.
Yeah. I mean, some first deaths that were questionable for RB, some unlucky. It's just one of those games. You have them. He tried to play with confidence right from the get-go in this game. Got punished for it.
Pop flash out of this one. The haunt reveal on the Domby. Doesn't mention slide back, but now there's going to be a pain shell just lobbed in there, immediately finding an immense amount of damage. He falls down to 45, and they are just between a rock and a hard place. That fault line is not going to be enough to try to peel for them. What?
Oh, hold on, 1 HP.
Okay, he's got 1 HP, but that's still incredible that he managed to break that.
Yeah.
Over.
Yeah, we haven't done the maths there, unfortunately.
Continue pushing forward. I mean, understandable why you would think that they stuck around on that A site, but we'll still give him his praises, breaking the high-low, which we're about to see.
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, that's just phantom teams, honestly. But I'm just looking at this game, and, you know, for Nongshim, it's worth mentioning.
There's a lot of pressures that come with that. As Ty up and over the top, playing off the haunt reveal, and oh, the fadeaway shot on the Ivy. Ty layering in the showstopper right at Persia's feet. He wants this map to be over. And with his efforts, I think he has pulled it off. Looking for a second ace, won't be able to have it. Domby does manage to deny.
Yep.
But even then, you need this shot.
Enemy remaining.
On to primmie, but it's going to be primmie who gets the kill instead. And there you go. Mask on. Jit Boys going to be unnoted as, primmie plays it so very aggressively, but to absolute perfection. 13-5, Talent shut down Nongshim here on Nongshim's map. Pick a Lotus.
Here are the comps. Has anything changed? I don't really see anything different.
Still some more damage going to be found as Domby takes a shot. Persia sending out that paranoia. Jit Boys close enough to be able to get the spot, but Domby finding Die there behind the box. Cleans up two.
30 seconds
Hound down this enemy Omen, but just barely misses the timings.
Needs to stay alive, and backside here is completely isolated. They're rotating back to A.
Just out into the open. A shot into the shoulder, but primmie surviving and winning out the fight. Every angle being watched. Domby able to win out that fight. Yeah, a little bit whiffy from Kahlua. So kill ends up coming through. As Domby comes up with 4, and Francis gets the other.
In situations where they needed to convert duels, this was a nice play from Nongshim in the mid-round, actually, and this is something that you're going to continue to see on Sunset. You already see it from the best Sunset teams that understand that this is a traditional 3-lane TAC FPS map. It necessitates the defense to be aggressive in the mid-round. Ramesh dealt with before the side exec even gets kicked off here.
He's Bite now going to be thrown in. Ty teleporting forward. It's the Annihilation at the ready.
30 seconds left.
Sent, but no grab, and they're just pushing forward through these walls. As Francis guns down 3. Damn near flawless. Domby the only casualty. Nongshim get a bonus conversion.
Through this reactive utility, and they just weren't able to do that. The Snakebite holds Talon at bay for long enough for a big rotation to come in. You had Ivy, RB, and Francis all at the ready to fight inside of the site with Danby on the quick rotation.
Boys avoiding catastrophe. It's not falling for the fake here. Util thrown in. That's going to be the grab net right there at his feet. RB still able to find one, but Kahlua trades it up. As Francis similarly does go down. So advantage now to the side of town as the plant gets ready to come through. Looking a lot more decisive and concise, but Jitboy's going to be caught out in mid, which will now dissipate. Check, Cruz. Couple shots in as Paranoia goes across, connecting onto him in tower, but not under any pressure, and that net does not go deep enough to actually get the grab. Dombey just here below, bounding forward, somehow planting his feet and winning the fight. Falls down to 30. Primmie at the same time gets a turn back to look up.
Even with someone scaling out heaven, jumping straight on top of his head, he's going to clean up 3. 1 off the Annihilation now.
Trying to get up to that.
He's only got 4 kills. He must be planting a lot and farming those orbs.
It's just been racking them up very quickly here, but that's going to be a sigh of relief here for the coaching staff at Tal in the timeout. Not able to find a Thrifty, but gets them this full buy round. With the operator out of the hands of Nongshim as well. Gonna look to lock down this B main position.
Oh, Dimensional Drift and the Annihilation. They're looking to catch RB here.
They have a net at the ready to really try to lock him into position there. Oh, he gets the grab. It goes past Francis. And does find the Viper. The pit's going to be there for the remaining time. Before that kill actually comes through, Nightfall going to be sent, but Francis still going to be taken down.
Once again, a huge post plan established here.
You hit that shot, you might start feeling a little bit better, but your odds! But those shots from Persia here, but he's continuing to scale forward, and he's about to catch them completely off guard. Dombey now dead. Persia frantically with some shots forward into the smoke. Eventually he's able to find him because Primmie rings out another shot. The time is ticking. This Cruz, last one standing, tucked here into the corner. The drop down. Should know exactly where they're at. The hold to half. The spray starting to come through. Persia trying to keep him protected, but it's just going to be a stick to completion. There's quick TP. No, Persia, I think, botches that one, so that was also very out of context, I will say. As, okay, well, change up. Dombey spot is to go up and over the top, and they're chasing in pretty aggressively with tie this far forward, but it's actually a shock third of all things from Kahlua.
But it's a second too late, and Talon have already seen that. Now the pivot back across towards the A side of the map. Great spam from Persia. Move from the defense. You can see Francis is well aware, but you can't lose that pick to Primmie.
Over. Same time, you got Francis in such a rough spot. The drop down, managing to find one, tries to go for the transfer. It's only going to find a lick of damage there on a Kahlua. Doesn't get the kill. Cap the plant though, and now time's starting to get away from them here. And it's looking for the grab, and this time it ends up going a little bit wide. RB not grabbed, but Primmie again. Dominance here on display with the operator. And Ty finds Persia trying to work his way into tower. Little TP there is, oh, shot does connect and puts Dombey down low, 10 HP remaining. Just goes backpedaling here with that overdrive, re-peaks and eventually will fall, but does find a good amount of damage for his life. It's, however, not going to be recoverable here for Nongshim as Jitboy's on a nice timing. Just try to swing out here. Francis just doesn't have an angle until this very moment. Does manage to go ahead and cut him down. This yard angle very much being watched here. This Cruz tucked in behind the box, swings, finds one. Francis on the counter. Trades it back. 2v2, but time starting to work against him, but Francis is absolutely incredible with the 4K. He's got so many reinforcements behind this. The wall will fall. Paranoia connecting, RB. And he just held down M1, maybe could have got a bit more damage, if not the kill. Clear the barrier mesh. Like he said, that trip though, in position. GrabNet now going to be lobbed in, looking to try to lock him down. Primmie does get caught by one, clears the haunt, however. Goes for the removal, and oh, Dombey, the criminal just sliding across the floor, is able to find Jitboys. Look to try to get rid of this enemy deadlock, cannot do so, but Persia will. Staying quiet, staying in position, but there's the swing, there's the shot, and there's the double face with Ty collecting a 4K.
The Fade is on site, and Ivy is playing in main. We're not aggressing together with a numbers advantage, which just allows Talon to recover the deficit and push it into a 2-on-2. If you're going to push here, better to just double up in terms of the numbers, I think. I understand trying to get a more favorable position. Big push into mid here for Nongshim. Just going to shove it straight up the guts. With RB outside A main, though, it should be an A ending, I would assume.
You have this pivot back, though, and Primmie's already good enough to take point. But how do you get rid of this? Yep, flick is going to be good.
That's what Persia's looking for. Oh, no. That's the worst timing you've ever seen.
In a little bit too deep. 20 seconds remaining. It's forward into the cage. The counter spam coming through, and Francis does manage to find one. Cruz dead, but with RB going down, any hope remaining in this round has been smothered out of existence. Feels a little bit scrambled. This gun.
Hands
There's
off.
gun. Well, there's a tripwire, which is cleared out. Cruz holding the angle, still able to find one. France is going to be taken down. Relay Bolt looking for the stun. Able to back away as there's the pink reveal. There's Domby dead, and Jit Boys is doing wonders here for the team.
With the deadlock hold here.
It looks like that's going to be the case. Push forward, goes in around the back, and RB is staring over towards Yard. The exit with the clone. Persia to find the one. And he's trying to judge it right. No, it ends up going wide, but now he knows it. Persia just trying to play it on the limit.
Wow.
And he will barely get it done. Towards top window. Prowler going forward. Paranoia sent. primmie zoned away here for the moment, but still playing the angle. A bite though at his feet, and Domby sliding forward is able to find the kill.
Take a long time. Got to deal with Danby in the link here.
Spot, the headshot, the spray down, and he is instantaneous with that second. 3K for him overall. As Jit Boys continuing to put up some flashy plays here for the team, but
Lovely little bait set up in the corner there for RB to close things out, but the entry was even better. That's quintessential Danby. He's sliding past you and you're just catching strays. Better execution from Nongshim getting into these sites.
it's just RP tagged a little bit, but he gets slotted in exactly where he wants to be. But Persia all the way at top mid. He's going to re-peek, and that will be his demise. So ends up getting it traded back. All information going to be gained here as RB stuck into the corner. Some spam to take him lower. And he looks to try to pull off a bit of a hero play, but cannot make it happen. Nightfall goes across over towards that B site, whereas face in over towards Yard, and Ivy, he's able to find two. Spike now ready to be planted, but France is fully disconnected, and that leaves Ivy now to his own devices to try to make this happen.
Sensor down.
Clears them out. Sees the one, sees them both. He's going to be trying to make a play for this one, but he does not get the diffuser. That's just primmie gone. He's going to try to swing out, but cannot do so fast enough. Patron going forward. Kahlua wanting to try to scout this position, and he's going to be able to do so. So Domby, ping revealed. In such a rough spot, but is actually able to back away. Persia at the same time is coming to the rescue. He quickly finds two kills. Ty and Cruz both going to be taken down. Now pretty much all in. No chance for recourse, no chance to try to really reposition this. Barrier mesh holds Domby back here for the moment. She'll peek out, getting a decent amount of information as Persia lurking within the smoke. The shorty at the ready. Oh, the 1-2 pump. Puts primmie down to 51, but cannot find that second kill. Still does an immense amount of work here for Francis to play off of.
And from that advantageous position, Nongshim's able to just tuck into the sights and convert.
Spawn, Nongshim are looking for a very pacey hit here onto this A side. How? Oh, Kahlua with a quick little peek, taps the plant. Cruz looking for a third, and yeah, of course he's gonna get it.
Got the garden hose out. Sprays everybody down.
He gets the 4K!
Double it up this time.
There's no way he kills two of us again.
This time.
Shock Dart gonna be lobbed in. Persia blinded, sends out a paranoia, but he gets ping revealed. The recon from Kahlua. Absolutely being his undoing. That's the Clutchmeister gone here from the side of Nongshim. Is Ivy. It's joined in here alongside Domby, but he's going to be very quickly overwhelmed as Domby gets taken down. And looks at the timeout call. This time here for Talon. Might just be working a treat. Francis managing to find two quick kills here in reply. He himself, though, down to 10 HP. Avoids the shock dart. Lobs the C's. RB finding one, but now it's all down to Francis. primmie damn near full on it. Holds the haunt, a shallow one. It gets cleared. Can't find him with the timing. Looks to try to get that swing, but primmie holds his own.
Him to get in on the hard entry. Obviously, they'll swap out later on, but Danby's going to be glass cannon. Good pick from RB into middle.
Yeah, great lurk forward. Shock dart.
He's spotted on the exit there. Drag contact from Danby. He's just waiting for someone to peek.
And Kahlua, okay, does manage to go ahead and find some revenge. He's back to parity. Domby once again sprinting forward, but swiftly dealt with Kahlua with another monstrous kill. Drags across, finds the third. primmie through the smoke. Finds Ivy, and that might just do it. He does manage to go ahead and boldly get the spike planted, but primmie's just poking and prodding, looking to whittle away here at this Omen. And on the final swing, will strike him down. A Talon starting off their playoff run very strongly. 16-14 here on Corrode. They will pick up a 2-0 victory over Nongshim.